Hello friends. Today I am going to show you how to crochet this beautiful flower. You would like to know how to knit it? Join me from beginning to end to watch this video. This time my model is a plus size model. Is a size extra large but still looks divine. Would you like to know how to knit it in medium size girl? Large and extra large? Join me to watch the video from start to finish. We start. For this project I will use this type of material. Is yarn, in this case it is called Spanish spinace. You can use the omega. You can use glass. You can use eulali for example. Or any type of material you have close to home, and most importantly, as long as it fits your pocket's needs. Is a thin material. But you will also be able to knitting with a thicker material only. What are you going to do? Take away the amount of flowers. Let's make a ring or a magic circle. And I will use a 3.25 mm crochet. In case you do not have it, you can use the crochet of number 3. Let's make the ring and the yes or yellow circle. I close. And I start knitting 3 chain stitches within this space. I'm going to do a double elongated crochet. These double crochet lengthens. I take the loop and close one. I take one loop, I close 2. I take a bow and make a second elongated double crochet. I close 1 and close 2. I already have 3. I will close all stitches. I make 5 chain stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inside the circle or ring, I repeat 1 again. 2, 1 loop, I close 1. Closing 2, 1 loop. I close 1, I close 2. And I close all stitches and make 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chain stitches. I repeat again. I close 1, I close 2. Lifting. I close 1 and close 2. Yes, then we are doing double crochet lengthened and goes number 3. I close 1 and close 2. I close all stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 y 5 chain stitches. And within the same space, I repeat the same process. We will be weaving the petals of our flowers. It's as simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we repeat again. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see 5, 5. Let's see. Remove 1. We are still at time 5 and we repeat. Again 1, 2. Again 1, 2. Close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look, we count 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the last one. I close 1 and close 2. Let's go for the second one. I close 1 and close 2. For the third, I close 1 and close 2. And close all stitches, 5 chain stitches. Here I am going to close in this. All taking these 3 start stitches like this from side to side. Yes, and I do my slip stitch. But first let's see to withdraw it because I was already forgetting to close it. We will close here. True the one down here. This one we are going to pull it. Closed and after the start cord. And ready and completely closed. The Yora flower. I'm going to stop by and take these 3 stitches. I close. And this is how my flower has turned out. Yes, here we make a chain stitch. We leave a little material. And ready. Now we have our first flower. This is how it will look like. We are going to do the following. Let's start knitting. Another one just like this one is that. We close our ring or our magic circle. And we make 3 chain stitches. Lazada. I close 1 and 2 loops. I close 1 and 2. I close all stitches 5 chain stitches. And I repeat. We are going to make 1 2 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I close 3 4 5. And I repeat. 1 2. 2 1 and 2 and I close again. And in this case we already have these 3 petals, yes. Let's do it in this case. 1 2 3 chain stitches. I'm going to pass and I'm going to drink. On this occasion any space. Here I close. To make the union, I make 2 chain stitches. And I will continue to weave. The next petal. I close. I do 2 3 chain stitches. I move on to the next one. I close and make 2 chain stitches. And I continue to weave until I complete those 7 petals I need. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the same space, I continue weaving. 1 2 3 4 5. Let's see, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6, only one more is missing. This would be the number 7. And this is how it turned out. In this case I already have the 7 petals. 1 2 3 4 5 6 y 7. Let's throw a little here. And the first cord to close, we have already seen which one was true. Is shot of it that closes well. And then I pull the starting cord. And here in this part 1 made a chain stitch. Here 1 2 3 4 and 5. I'm going to stop by, I'm going to take all the stitches. And I'm going to make a slip stitch. Now here we make a chain stitch. Withdrawal. And we lose this little piece of material. We'll see where I left my luggage. To lose it, as we can pass through here on the upside down side. This is the part on the right. And this is the upside down part, so here we go. Y. This way in the center. We pull well so that it does not go away. To undo. And we leave a stitch before I do so that there is no way they will fall apart. And from here I can cut it. Or you can give him the full round. If you move it goes. Ready. And this is how it has turned out. Now let's go for our next flower. I already have an advantage here. To see. Herewith. 3 petals, yes, to make it faster. Now let's do the following. We have the flowers here and I'm going to leave a space. This space is for the neck part. Then I'm going to move on to the next one. This one is taken, this one is also taken. I'm going to move on to this space. Here I have my 3 chain stitches. Here I close and make 2 more chain stitches. And I continue with the following petal. The petal. I'm going to do it a little bit faster because we've already seen how to do it. We close 1, 2, 3 chain stitches. And I pass here in the middle. We do 1, 2, 3. And here I continue to weave my next petals. Those I need to reach number 7, 3, 4, 5. Here we do. Let's see how many hearts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 1. Even that I think they can weave him. Here it is. 5 and then they stick them. Look at this one, I had already cut it. Because here I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I made one more. Look at him. We count again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now here. We pull the start cord. And the first circle they close, we have already seen what it was. I shot. And then the starting cord, and that's it. Here again is the closing. And we are going to close. Where are the 3 stitches? With a slip stitch I make a chain stitch. And with the truth that in this case it had already done so. Now we are going to lose these little pieces of material. And if they realize, here we are going to look like this space. If this space that I have here, look. Yes, then there will be this one. This space, and when we hit the next one. Let's leave this space and stick them together. Here in this part, yes. So look here, I already have the following one. We will do the same process. 1, 2, 3. And remember what we are going to do. Let's leave this. These 2 are taken, we leave this one. Have to be of the same place because look down here, there are 2. Then if I take, you go, I leave this one empty and take here and here. Down here I will keep these 2. Yes, then I pass one without weaving in the one that follows. Beginning with the union. I close and make 2 complete chain stitches. The next petal. 3 chain stitches. Let's go for the next union. I close and make 2 chain stitch. 5. I need 2 petals. So I make the first one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do the second one. And we do 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I will leave it pending. Let's close the circle. Or the ring. And close. And here. I just close. Con slip stitch. And ready. And here is what is intended to be done by friends. Is to leave this space if this one that is here. This one we are going to go inside and from down here. There must be 2 left. We are going to make the amount I need about. I don't know if I left 12 flowers or 14 more or less, but they must be left in pairs. And return. I want to show you friends up to this point. How it is becoming. And I will place the last one, which will be the one at the closing. I am going to start here. I only made 2 petals. And I'm going to do the following, and it already has the 3 chain stitches. I leave in this case it is necessary to see here. We pass 1, here are the fingers. Look, here are 2. Here are 2 more, and up here we only have 1. I will spend them here. I close. As I have been doing with past flowers. Here we do the other petal. We close. And we make here 2 petals. Here I have the first one. I close, we make 5 chain stitches. I make the second. I think we are going to do the other one, I tell them. Five chain stitches. Look, then we have here these. I made these 2/1 and then made the joints, and I have to have 2 small. Like this. Then let's add another one. 1 more petal. So then we make 1, 2. And then here we make the links. Then we already have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, but if you notice, here in this part, here we have these 2 architects. They are the ones that have to be left, at the bottom and here. I am going to make the union. On the other side. Now I'm going to look at it, let's just leave 1 upstairs. Which would be this one I have here then. We leave these 2, 1, 2, and this is where I am going to make the link to take this and this. And that this one fits us. In this case we will be free. So look, here I go. And close. I am going to rotate it to make it easier to manipulate it. At home also too. Easier to see. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is the last one. Petal I have to do, which would be number 7. I close. I make 3 chain stitches. I go to the space. I close. I make 2 chain stitches, and I'm going to stop by and close it. Yes, but watch out here first. I close. Me. And once it closes it, yes. Marinora, yes, I am going to stop by. Here. And close, yes. I make a chain stitch loose and withdraw. I show you friends. Then we have, let's count the flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. and 14 flowers in total. Now we will continue. And to this end we are going to do the following. Let's get linked to these spaces we have here. We are going to set free this one and let's link down here. I am going to start on this occasion. Here. Doing a chain stitch with the double wool, I make a second chain stitch. And I withdraw and I only do 1/3, but I'm already simple. I'm going to spend time in that same space knitting 2 double crochets, but this time our normal double crochet. 2 chain stitches, and in the same space I am going to knit it 3 double crochet, 2 and 3. I am going to move on to this next space. And we are going to weave 3 double crochet, 2 chain stitches, and in the same space 3 double crochet. I'm going to stop by this space without weaving to where I have these like these again. These chain stitches, and we make 1, 2 and 3 2 chain stitches, and we will make another 3 1, 2 and 3 double crochets. Yes, then this I am doing. I will do it until I complete my entire round. See how beautiful, and I would love it if at home. Leave me your comment on the color combination. I have 3, I make 2 chain stitches, and here we do 3 double crochets. Complete my whole round. This is our number 1 round. I want to show you, friends. I have already finished my round. This is how it turned out. 2 united fans of each flower, yes. Now let's close in the 3rd chain stitch. Con slip stitch. There, and I'm going to start knitting 1 2 and 3 chain stitches to start. I am going to move on to this space. And inside them we will knit 3 double crochets. On chain stitches 2 chain stitches. And in the same space I will knit 3 double crochets to form the fan. And that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to pass these 3 stitches without knitting in here. In the middle of the fan, from one fan to another, I make a double crochet. Y me va que 1 2 3 2 chain stitches. Y we weave 3 1 2 and 3. Y. I stop by and leave a double hook. And that's how it's going to look like then in every space. Finishing each fan. Let's knit him this double crochet that he should wear. I pass and we do 1 2 3. Now here we make 2 chain stitches, and in the same space 1 2 and 3. I pass these 3 and here double crochet. Y. Here 1 2 and 3 2 chain stitches. Y. 3 double crochets in here. Half of the 2 fans a double crochet this. It must be done until it is completed. Our entire round. This is our round number 2. I want to show you, friends, I'm done this round, which is round number 2. And here in this part 1 I'm going to make the union in the 3rd part. Chain stitch, con and slip stitch. In this case I will upload 1 2 3 4 chain stitches. I'm going to stop by here in the center of this space and I'm going to knit 4 double crochet. Those chain stitches. And in the same space we are going to knit 4 double crochet. So double loop I'm going to pass and take the stitch. The stitch that is alone. Separating the 2 fans and you a double stitch. En relieve. And that's how I'm going to start. I'm going to stop by these stitches without knitting and on the chain stitches I leave. For double crochet. 3. Y4 2 chain stitches. And in the same space we knit another 4 double crochet 2 3. Y4. And I pass. Where I have the double crochet which is the separating crochet. In relief first I make double lacing. And you a double stitch. En relieve. And we return to. I want to show you friends. I have already finished. This would be our 3rd round and we are going for round number 4. For that I'm going to stop by and I'm going to go to this last chain stitch space. And taking it from the bottom. I make a slip stitch. And this is going to make this stand up. A little bit as you can see. We make 4 chain stitches. I'm going to stop by here to this space. And I am going to start knitting this time. For double crochet. 2 3 4 and 3 chain stitches. Either we leave you instead of 4 we leave you. 5 5 double crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 Y. We make 2 chain stitches and now we do 1. On the other side 2. 3 4 5. And double loop. I passed by on the other side. And I make the double stitch taking the stitch in relief. I go halfway and make 5 double crochet 1 2. 3 4. And 5 5 double crochet. 2 chain stitches in the same chain stitch space. 5 double crochet 2 3 4. Y5. One 2 3 4 5 2 chain stitches 1 2 3 4 Y5 Y. Double embossed lace. I close 2 and close 2 it goes like this. I will continue like this, to complete this already round number 4. I want to show you, friends, I have already finished my round. I have 1 2 3 and 4 rounds in total. I'm going to stop by here in this space. So far, if we can realize it, it is achieved to see our relief as well as the others. Let's do on this occasion 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. In this case 5 chain stitches we will leave 5 chain stitches yes. And I'm going to stop by here in the middle and you. 5 double crochet. 2 3. For Y5 3 chain stitches. And we are going to do it here. 5 double crochet. 3 4 Y5. Double loop. I'm going to stop by where I have the relief stitch and we weave the double stitch. But before we go there, before we stop by, we make a chain stitch. Now yes, the double stitch. And in relief we knit double stitch a chain stitch. I'm going to stop by and you 5 double crochet. 2, 3, 4. Y5 3 chain stitches. And 5 double crochets 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 1 double loop chain stitch. Step where I have the stitch, I leave a stitch in relief. And that's how it's going to look like. So here I have 3, 5. 3, 5. Chain stitch, double stitch, we make another chain stitch and I continue to weave my 5 double crochets as they correspond. Dose chain stitches. 5 double crochet. 2, 3, 4 Y5 1 chain stitch. Look. And double stitch. This must be done until chain stitch is completed. My whole round. And this would already be our round. 5 1 2 3 4 5 complete my round. I want to show you, friends. By now I have finished my round. 1 2 3 4 and round number 5. I am going to make a chain stitch to finish. And I'm going to stop by on this occasion here on this last one. I'm going to leave a chain stitch on the one next. I do the stitch to fit me. This time a stitch on one side and one on the other. Now I will go up with 6 1 2 3 4 5 Y6 chain stitches. It happened to me and it won't change here. I will be weaving 5 2 3 4 5 3 chain stitches. And in the same space we are going to knit another 5 stitches. High 1 2 3 4 Y5 2 double looped chain stitches. Relief volume. You double stitch 2 chain stitches. And I pass here halfway through and you 5 double crochet. Already heard, friends who have arrived. My friends here to sing at the window. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I like it very much. Enjoy the song of the birds. That's how I stayed at home. I hope they are enjoying it too. By weaving together with me. Here I make another 5. And remember that the separation. Double stitch chain stitches and repeat. Then it would only be the separation of the 2 chain stitches. I will complete this round and return to make again the transition of flowers. If up to this point, friends, this video is being useful to you, let me know by leaving me a like as support. I will also invite you to subscribe as totally free. Click here below where it says subscribe on the red button and click here below where there is a bell. Click on the bell. And it is also free. Where it says all, click to be notified by YouTube every time I have a video to share with all of you. Now if you would like to be the first to see my videos, don't forget to join. Click below where it says to join and enjoy the benefits that our friends who are already members of the channel enjoy. I will continue And in a little moment more I will be back. I want to show you friends I'm done. My round and look. Here to finish. What needs to be done is leave these 2 chain stitches. 1, 2 and in the chain stitch that follows. There we make the slip stitch, I make a chain stitch. I let go a little and retire. And up to here it has remained so. Yes, my project is going, look at. See how beautiful it is looking. And that's what it's going to look like. Now let's do the following. We will continue with flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain stitches. I close. And I start knitting 1, 2, 3. And I make the petals. How they correspond. The only thing that will change will be the beginning. What are they going to do with chain stitches this time? 2, 3, 4, 5 and here we do. Or the next petal. I make the 3rd petal. Same process, look at. Double crochet lengthened, yes, the same. And here we close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I repeat. I want to show you friends I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I do. Trace chain stitches. I will take the fan and step. Here I close. Those chain stitches. And I'm going to make the last petal. Here we are going to do it instead of 7 we are going to make 8 petals. Close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and here I go from side to side. And I slide like this. And retirement. And this is how I'm going to stay. Now if it seems to you that it is too tight. For example the part of the little flower you can put instead of the 5 chain stitches you can put 6 in it. This 7 chain stitches, yes. I'm going to make another 6, I'm going to leave them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 chain stitches. I close again. 1, 2, 3 and I start doing my stitch. High elongated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I repeat the same process. I will repeat. I want to show you friends I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to hit. We make 3 chain stitches. And I'm going to stop by here. I make the union. And I make my next petal. Here I make the following. And close. 3 chain stitches and I'm going to stop by here. This one is already taken in the following one. Step. I close and make 2 chain stitches. And here I'm going to pass and I'm going to knit him. The petal is appropriate. And close 3 chain stitches. I'm going to move on to the arc that follows. Step. 3 chain stitches right there. Complete until obtaining 8 en total. Let's see, let's check. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 y8. I have already made the union here on the sides and I am going to make him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 I passed are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And here I go. I slide, I close, and we cut. As well as how I made the union of this flower. Is what I'm going to do. In the following flowers. Let's make one last, in case someone has any doubts at home. I show you friends. Then I already have here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 5 petals. And I already have the 3 chain stitches I need. I'm going to move on to the one following the fan that follows. I close. 2 chain stitches and we are going to make the petal as appropriate. I close, I make 3 chain stitches. And where are we going to jump, friends? Here, truth. And we do. The union. And I make my next. Sorry for my next. Petal. Trace chain stitches. I move on to the next file. I make the union. You realize it's the same thing in the unions. And here we do, I have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 1 to turn 8. So I will. So. Then here we do. Close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And close here. And this is how I will stay. And I'm going to do this until I complete this whole round of flowers. And here at the bottom we have to have 1, 2 and 3 spaces. Here I held it. 2 link spaces on each side and 3 spaces in the speech part below. I am going to complete my round and I create friends and friends. That up to this point is remaining super cute. I don't know what you think I do. And if it looks like you, very beautiful, just like me, and you would like to say thank you, let me know with a like. I will also invite you to resubscribe. I make you of the invitation. Subscribe here, click here. At the bottom where it says subscribe, on the red button, is totally free. And down here click on where this little bell is. And then you will see the phrase, everyone give it to you. Click is free. Where it says all in YouTube, will warn you every time I have a video to share with you. But if you want to make more benefits, be the first to see the videos and enjoy other benefits, click here below where it says join. 29 pesos per month. And you will benefit more and you will help me a lot. To support this channel, thank you. Thanks to all my gold crochet hookers who are already members of this channel. 1000 thanks, friends. For your support I will complete my round and return. Here I need it. The last flower, friends, look at. I already have all my flowers here. Then I need the last one. Here I just made 2 petals. With these 2 petals, I am going to start. Then, here we pass after the 3 chain stitches we go to make the union. I think we are going to leave on this occasion. I'm going to leave it with 1, you just think. With 1. And I'm going to stick them first in this one and these two. We do all three. And we do stitches as appropriate. One, two, three, and then we move on to the next one, which would be this one. And we do another union. And then to C. So we already have the 2 to 1 unions, yes. In this case, they recall that we had left pending. I already cut this one. I cut it here, remember we had left it here. Good slope because I have already removed it. And here in this part, we make the following union. I make another petal. I am doing it fast, friends, because we have already seen the truth of how to do it. And then we make 3 chain stitches and I'm going to pass. Look, we have already joined these two. Yes, these two have already been brought together. Yora, let's unite them from here on this side. Without passing here we have the space, and without passing, we take this first space, and we do the clasp and 2 chain stitches. And another petal. And we do these 2 chain stitches. Yora, yes. Yes, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we already have united on one side of the other and at the top. Here you can see it goes. And we are going to complete. I need 3, 4, 5. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 petals, that would be number 7. And this would be number 8. Here we pass. And that's it, then we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, y8. And here we cut. Then look at, friends, what I spent on material in this case for the or for pink flowers. It was less than 50 GS then. It was very, very little what I spent on this part. We already have our flowers. And the next thing we are going to do. Let's start in this part. We start here. We make our first double wool chain stitch. The second is already normal. And let's start by making the fans. Let's leave them on this occasion of maybe 2 goes. Let's give it a try. 2 chain stitches and we make. So 2 double crochets. I'm going to move on to the next stitch. We do dose double crochet. 2 chain stitches and 2 double crochets. In the same space. Yes, I'm going to move on to the next one and repeat the same process. 1, 2, 2 chain stitches. And here we do dose double crochet. This I did here must be repeated. on each petal. Then we do here 2 double crochet, 2 chain stitches and 2 double crochet. I will complete my round in every space. Let's repeat the process. I think it is very nice, and the project is becoming very easy for me. That's how I stayed at home. Cheer up friend to knit. This cute goes. I am going to complete my round. Once this round is over, let's do the following. Let's make the union in the third chain stitch with a slip stitch. And at this moment we are going to see if you can separate your sleeves. That is, if you already have the length you need. You're going to measure it myself while I'm going to pass this one. I want to show you, friends and the progress I have already made. I had told them they were going to be 13, I only left 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 y 12. And I will leave for sleeve 18. Yes, let's see, I'm going to bring it a little closer. For the sleeve we will leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 y 18. And I'm going to move on to this one that's here. I will not chain stitches. Yes, I will leave it like this. It is already wide so we do not need the chain stitches. If someone likes you can leave for example 6 which would be 0.6 to form another fan. 6 chain stitches and then form on the 6 chain stitches a fan or 2 if you prefer it. But in my case, not in my case, I say that this is the case. Perfect, and we are going to continue it as follows. Now for the front part. I am going to start 1. We are going to make 24. For the front. Here would be the second one, yes, then let's make him. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23 and 24 so far, yes then. This is how far I am going to knit. I show you friends up to this moment. Here I have the part of the sleeve this. Yes, and we have passed. To reach the amount we need, which is 24. Spaces. Here we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 y 24. Now let's leave for the part of the next manga. Let's leave him 18. Then look. I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I'm going to go to this stitch. Up to here. Here I am going to make my fan. And at this moment in the house you are going to measure the. And if you see that it looks good on you, it does not fit you loosely. That it is not tight either. Then you will continue with the work. If you see that it is a little loose, then instead of leaving him for example here 18 you leave him 19 yes on each part of the sleeve. And the rest you divide between the front and back. Yes, to make them look the same, then in this case. I will end up here. Because I put half I divided half of the stitches. From the front I divided them in the back half of them. So that or rather the back, what touched his back I divided between 2. So that the beginning stays behind me in the center of the goes. So here I continue. The sleeve part here, I am going to remove this one. I want to show you. Friends, I have already finished my round. Here what I did was to close. Here I am going to move on to the next stitch. Slip, slip, slip. And I start again with 3 chain stitches. And a double crochet. Those chain stitches. And I repeat the same process again, see? We can do this. Yes, for example, we can do this. If you want your to look a little bit more like you do. To put it a instead of putting 2. Here what we can do is make him just a chain stitch to see here. I'm going to come back a little bit, you can put 3 stitches on it. And a chain stitch. In this case. For example, yes. And here it would be a little smaller, even though we would be increasing a stitch goes. For example, this is how it would look. And yes, yes, I would expand a little bit, yes. A little bit more would be left. Larger. Let's make another one. Only 4. To check it out. A stitch chain. And 3 double crochets. Then look if it is a little wider. Yes, then you decide it, I'm going to leave it. In this case of 2, yes. We can leave it in 2. We make 2 chain stitches and 2 double crochets. Next step. I for the one who knows. To do so in another way or another option could be get in, for example. A crochet. Smaller instead of weaving it the best with the one from the. I am weaving 325, I could weave it to the best with the one on 3 and add the 3 stitches, for example. That could also be an option. But I'm going to leave it like this. Yes, with 2 stitches. So 2 stitches, 2 chain stitches and 2 double crochet goes. And we will do this until we obtain the length we need. I will show them to you now. Oh. I want to show you, friends. See to this point. How it looks like, how it will look like. Is going to be a little bit like open in this part. And we can also close it at the last, yes. Taking these parts of here to draw the flowers. But we can close it or we can leave it like this. In this case, but we are going to put something extra here at the end goes. But I wanted to show you how. Looks here already on the sides. I think it is very nice how it turned out. I will continue then the stitch. Must be continued until we get the length we need. And in a little while I'll be back, but see how nice it is now. Looks like this in these parts. Even here in these parts, you can fill it in. I didn't like it. At home you decide. You can put a stitch here for the best one. Unstitch. Double if knitting underneath. And put the double stitch on it, and I'm going to try it at home. Someone likes VA, then I will goad the length I need, and in a little while I'll be back. And if up to this point, friends, you are being useful with this video and you are liking it, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I will also invite you to subscribe to this channel. Activate the notification bell that appears here at the bottom. Click here below to subscribe. And here on this side, there is the little bell, friend. I was giving them the little bell. On the other side is on this side. And click on where it says all. Is totally free, and activate the YouTube notification bell. Will warn you every time I have a video to share with you. I also want to thank my friends from the bottom of my heart, and to my friends who are members of this channel. Thank you. Because thanks to you who are a member of this channel remains standing. And how can you do this, friend? If you would like to support me with 30 pesos, the good one is 29 pesos. 29 pesos per month, less than 1 peso per day. Then click below where it says join. I will be very grateful. So it is that to all my gold crochet hookers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in addition, whoever joins has in this case some benefits that thanking for your support are the first to see the video so that thank you very much and some other things. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart to my gold crochet hooks that are those who are part of these members of the channel. Thank you, yes, to Advantage. After advertising to Advantage in return, I want to show you, friends, up to this point and how it has turned out. This is part of the see how beautiful she looks. And as it has turned out in the neck part. This is what it looks like. On the back, see how beautiful she looks. I liked it there. Quite a lot. There it is on the front side again. Airy, yes. And well, let's give it the final touch. To continue with the sleeve part. At the end we can make a round. In this case, for example, what we can do is to do good stitches. I'm going to make it a chain stitch. I'm going to do a round of fans. But complete. I'm going to stop by here. I'm going to knit 6 1 double crochet 2 3 4 5 and 6, so I pass in the middle and do single stitch, and I repeat the same process again. 1 2 3 4 5 Y6. And I go over and do single stitch. And this I'm going to make my whole round my round. Here to finish. Let's knit where the first single stitch is. Unslip stitch. And thus we finish the edge. There at home you can make other types of edges. This is what I think is the most. As it is easier, but it is also very nice. These waves are very nice to me. Variacious, very tender. Very nice to look like. Then here in the sleeve part, I'm going to go and start knitting. In this case, we can start knitting either in the middle part. Look at the here in the downtown part, you can see that we had left like this little part here, right? Here I pass. And I do a chain stitch with double wool. And then 3 more chain stitches. Yes, that's what we can do here are. And here we make 2. And I'm going to stop by up to here, up to where I have this space. And I will knit 2 double crochets, a chain stitch, and dose double crochet. I'm going to move on to the next fan with 2 double crochets, a chain stitch, and dose double crochet. And I continue without making chain stitch space alone. Dose double crochet, una chain stitch. Y. Dose double crochet. And I'm going to do this all around. I will complete. Once you reach the bottom, I'm going to close. Look, you can see here. Because we no longer complete. But it happened to me where I have the stitch. Chain stitch and close. And this is how I'm going to have about 1 small decrease in the bottom. I will show you. This is how it will stay. Now what are we going to do here? I'm going to slide Here in the center and I'm going up. 3 chain stitches and I make 2. Double crochet here. Then I have 3 and I don't have chain stitch. I'm going to move on to the next stitch. And I'm going to start knitting him. How appropriate, 2 double crochets and a chain stitch. Yes, then we started like this. This one we are going to decrease until this reason disappears. I'm at home if you say no, I want the cuff. So I don't want her so tight. Well then you leave it. But I say yes because it would be a little bit wide already here in this part. I continue to weave the fans accordingly. I am going to complete my round. To finish my manga, I'm going to stop by the 3rd chain stitch. I leave a slip stitch. Let's move on to the next stitch. And here in this part, let's knit 3 chain stitches. And a double crochet. And I will continue to weave normally. As appropriate. I am going to complete my round. And this is how the beginning looks on me. At the end of my round, we make the union where the chain stitches are. 1, 2, 3 chain stitch. I'm going to keep only 3. I pass by and continue. Then, for example, if you want to make it smaller, you can start knitting this and this both at the same time. Instead of, for example, in the next round, you do not put chain stitch and then you put in the following 3 and the following 2. But they both have to go. Doing this and this to bring the 2 of them together. And not to be seen as more pulled, for example, because if we put it like this, it will look a little more pulled. Yes, then it has to be this and this. Both at the same time. It is not necessary that you disappear just as they are completely. As we are doing with this one, you can leave it reduced as much as you need it. Yes, then I will complete this round. Because all we need is a stitch to disappear this part, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I show you how the sleeve part is looking like. Here 1 to the 3rd chain stitch. Con slip stitch. Now I'm going to slide by to the center. And here in this part we do the fan as appropriate. I will tell you if anyone wants to reduce, do. Instead of making the chain stitch, make only 4 double crochets. And then on top of this, of the following 3, 2, 1 and so on. But it has to be this one and this one. I will continue to weave this round. To see, I will complete it. I have already finished. Straighten to see. Yasiora yes here in the 3rd chain stitch. Realize that we no longer have the reason below. So I pass, I slip. And I start again, I comment. Who won? Those who do not stay up to this point may continue to decrease. Let's see all the way here. Up to this point with this cuff. Yes, how it looks. I want to show you, friends. Up to this point, look at the way the cuff looks, if you notice. Is a little bit lazy. So it is important that you check this out. If they want it a little more. Because it's tighter. Let's remember that we are making a size. On this occasion XL. Then, for smaller sizes, you know, I believe that the cuff would look good for size XL. The is so big. Because it is XL from XL to 1XL to 2XL. And then it's going to be too big for me. Therefore it also fits me a little big, the cuff. But if I reduce the cuff more, would no longer be left for sizes. What is it for the size of this? Then I will leave it like this. Now in this case, those that are going to be, for example, bathroom outlet, this would be an excellent option. Instead of knitting it up to here, you continue to weave him the length you need, instead of leaving him here, and since they have the long, in this case even this size, XL will look great for plus size and extra large, and the 2XL goes in casita. You decide it. Remember that the sizes smaller leave 2 less flowers, or therefore 4 flowers except here. Imagine this is the space of 4 flowers. If they leave 2 flowers except here, would be 4 flowers less here. Yes, it would be from here to here. Then if you notice this whole part, obviously, of course. Yes, it's enough. Yes, then. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave it like this. I will complete it. I'm going to leave him the same. The part below, we are going to make it for you in the cuff part, and I will no longer decrease to fit the next size. The one I had told that it is 1XL 2XL. And remembers medium size girl. 2 flowers less. You want to make it for a girl. You can reduce it to 4 or 6 flowers depends on. But it can also be made for the little ones. Then remember, 2 flowers up here equals 4 down here. I'm going to playing a little bit, and I will return to show you the final result. I want to show you, friends. Until now, how is it becoming? I have in total, counting from here from the beginning, 18 rounds. We will see. To see here, let's see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 y 18. And we are going to make him. In this case, look, I've already gonnied with the other sleeve. And I only 1 round in single stitch. And if you want to close it a little more, let's do the following. Let's knit him a stitch chain. En el primer stitch yo un single stitch. I'm going to move on to the next stitch. This one is suddenly a little bit closed. I pass this chain stitch without knitting, and in the stitch that follows, you single stitch. Next stitch, single stitch. Single stitch. Y. Let's stop by L stitch de la chain stitch. Step. You single stitch. I will do this until I complete my entire round. Once my round is over, the only thing to do is to close with a stitch. Deslizado. Y. Withdrawal. And this is how it has turned out, because the part of the sleeve, you can make it long, you can make it shorter. There at home you decide it. I'll stop by. Now to the neck part. You can reduce it, you can leave it like this a little bit escorted. In this case we are going to reduce for this size. Or so we can leave it like this too. But I'd like to give it like a touch up here, to distinguish themselves a little more. The part of the flowers. I'm going to start at the neck part. Let's take it. Our flower here, where we have left this space. I'm going to start making a chain stitch with the double wool. Then we remove it and weave 2 more chain stitches. We weave inside this space 8 double crochet. Also counting the chain stitches, then it came out here 2 3 4. 5 6 7. Y8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 Y8. Let's make a chain stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. I will move on to the next one. To the next flower and weave 8 double crochet 1 2 3. 4 5. 6 7. And 8 one chain stitch, and I'm going to pass to the next flower. And I am going to do this until I complete my whole round. I want to show you, friends. So far, how has the final result been? And here we close. Yes, with a slip stitch. I'm going to move on to the next stitch. I'm going to take one that is smaller, to see if it will make it easier for me. A little bit of work, true friends, look at this. We can move on to this one that follows. E already low. L stitch. And here we close. And retirement. I'm going to lose all the little pieces of wool. And return to show you. I want to show you, friends. So far, how has the final result been? Remember that this one is an extra large size. My model is a small size. But it still looks lovely. What do you think? See the stitch detail. The termination. The detail of the neck. The detail of the arms. See what the part of flowers. And with this I say goodbye. As always, I really hope it has been of their liking. If they liked it, support me by sharing on social networks with family members, friends, and in your Facebook groups. And see you in an upcoming video. And thank you for joining me today.